Uh, yes, you're on the air with Proof in the gang.
Well, I'm late.
That's all right.
Hi, Bob.
Chapman. Yeah, let me just have about 2 minutes, then, Mr. Chapman. Let me just finish up with my sponsor
No
here.
problem.
And,
no problem.
All right, and then I'm gonna just play 2 or 3 commercials. I'll play yours last, and then we'll bring you on.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Mr. Chapman. All right, the streak continues, guys. We still have not missed a guest in about 6 months, so the streak continues. Hugh, you're with us, right?
Yeah.
All right,
if,
not
by
Hugh,
Hugh, you
but
mean Brian.
Sorry.
Then yep. Yep.
Yeah, Bob's here, so I guess we have to wrap this up.
No, that's great. I look forward to hearing what he has to say about the gold and the silver and the inflation. I'm actually excited to learn. I know I researched, but I love to take the information from someone who knows a lot more than I do. So it's be
All right, so take a minute to plug your website so everybody knows how to find you, and then I'll play your commercial, I'll play another commercial, and then I'll play Bob, and then we'll bring Bob on.
Sure. Tomorrowsharvest.com is our website. We love to, first and foremost, our vision of this company is to help prepare every family in America, prepare for what's coming. And we can't do that without Freedomizer Radio. We can't do that with word of mouth. We can't do that without you. And to be able to help people and to feel like you're making a difference really is what Tomorrow's Harvest is all about. And visit tomorrowsharvest.com. There's a number on there you can call, and one thing that Tomorrow's Harvest does is we customize your menu so that you feel prepared and you can be picky, and your picky eaters can have what they want. So tomorrowsharvest.com, and I appreciate the time.
All right, and we'll have you back on, and I guess we'll throw you back in the pond here so we can have you and the gang listen to Mr. Chapman.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, thank you. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and play his new ad, or Tomorrow's Harvest new ad, and we'll finish up with the Bob Chapman ad, and then we'll bring on Mr. Chapman, Mr. International Forecaster. So during the break, you could check out tomorrowsharvest.com, which is one of our sponsors here on Freedomizer Radio. You could check out theinternationalforecaster.com, which is Bob Chapman's website. Of course, if you want to do that later and just listen in now, that's fine too. But we'll be right back.
In today's world, being prepared is on everyone's mind. You're being told every day to prepare yourself. Okay, being prepared is one thing, but how are you preparing? Is the food you're going to eat something that you'll really enjoy? You know, comfort food. Or is it just something you'll eat for the sake of eating? After all, who cares about taste? You do. And at Tomorrow's Harvest, it's all about variety, taste, and a larger portion for less money. At Tomorrow's Harvest, you'll find 85 varieties of prepackaged meals, or you can customize your own family's menu. You can choose what you want, and they'll put it together for you. You choose what you and your family will eat every day. You'll find entrees like lasagna, beef stroganoff, salmon, ground beef, steak and chicken, and don't forget real milk. The kind of food that, when you need comfort, it's there. And preparation is as easy as 6 months, same as cash. Prepare today with Tomorrow's Harvest in Bountiful or online at tomorrowsharvest.com. Tomorrow's Harvest, a better taste in being prepared.
Hello, Freedomizers. This is Joanne Moretti, your host from Liberty Underground, the Moretti Report. Please join me, along with my wonderful co-hosts Denise and Bobby, as we bring you the latest news, commentary, and in-depth investigation into what's really going on in our country and in our world. We'll bring you many guests to cover an array of subjects that are crucial to all of us. We're keeping an eye on everything from domestic crime to foreign policy, education, and the globalization of America agenda. We hope you'll listen in Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We welcome call-in commentary as well as spirited conversation in our always interesting chat room. Come join us. Again, that's Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here at Freedomizer Radio.
Are you wondering about your retirement portfolio? Are you confident your financial advisor is experienced enough to combat climbing interest rates, taxes, and inflation? Stop guessing and go to the expert, Robert Chapman of International Forecaster. When you subscribe to the International Forecaster, you get Robert Chapman's 45 years of experience, concise investment recommendations. Who needs sugar-coated excuses when you can get the hard facts and proven investment leads you can't get anywhere else? Subscribe now for a free introductory copy to Robert Chapman's International Forecaster. Experience the difference. Subscribe now online at the 3Ws.theinternationalforecaster.com. When you subscribe, you can email Robert Chapman directly to obtain tailored investment advice just for you. Don't wait. Get online and subscribe today. The 3Ws.theinternationalforecaster.com.
All right, and speaking of the internationalforecaster.com, we have of course, the head honcho there from the International Forecaster. Spent many years traveling the country and had the largest, would you say you were the largest metals dealer in the United States or the world, Mr. Chapman?
No, I was the largest gold, silver stockbroker in the world for 29 years.
All right, I just didn't want to confuse that real quick here, but my apologies, Mr. Chapman. I completely forgot this morning to send a friendly reminder that we were on tonight.
No, it's my fault. We're preparing for the issue for tomorrow, and sometimes it gets overwhelming, and I had 6 programs today, so it was a hard one.
Okay, so any good shows you were on today?
Yeah, they're all good. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing them.
Where you were today?
Oh, sure, I can do that. Let me go look at the list.
Oh, I thought you might have remembered.
Well, we started off. Oh gosh, when you get that many, I started off with Tim Donahue at 10:30 this morning, and then I did Maria Heller, and then 2 hours with John Stadmiller, and I did another hour with Stan, and so that's the extent of it.
Oh, okay. And of course, Unituber's here, and it's Unituber's birthday today, and she didn't want to miss talking to you tonight.
Oh.
Hi, how are you,
what
Bob?
are you, 18 or 19?
Perpetually 29. No, actually, I'm 39.
It's a good age.
I think so.
Jack Benny special.
Yeah, my grandfather used to watch a lot of Jack Benny. And
right?
Another Benny, too. I can't... Oh, Benny Hills. Never mind.
You know, my daughter's 39.
Oh, is she?
Yeah. My son's 42.
Yeah, I'll be 39 myself here in a few months, but that's besides the point. There's like a lot of people in our age range, and I'm glad to be almost 40 because I've lived enough, I feel, to see and believe what the New World Order is bringing to us, and knowing the freedoms that we grew up with, and our kids are not going to be able to believe all this.
Well, I think they will, because I think we're breathing right down their necks, and I think they're scared to death because talk radio and the Internet has got them on the run, and it's getting worse for them. The word is spreading over the entire world. Last week I did 2 programs, one in Amsterdam and the other one in Dublin. And there's demand for what we're talking about all over the world. I just signed up a subscriber from Brazil, and I had one on with John Stadmiller today at RBN from Malmo in Sweden. And so the word is spreading throughout the world, and the longer this thing takes, the better, because the more people that we can reach and tell them what's really going on, especially people your age who are very receptive because they've always looked at things in a different light than older people, because older people, like myself, we were all God and country, and America can't do anything wrong, and that's all changed. But they don't realize that, and they don't change because they don't know how to. But you people do.
Right.
Well,
I guess that's why you enjoy doing so many radio shows like Freedomizer Radio.
Well, yeah, and I get to talk to younger people, the people who are my children's age, and let them know what I've learned over the last 52 years of fighting these people. And it's been at a tough price because, you know, even though I was a broker and I owned my own brokerage firm in a 29-year scheme on Wall Street, I still had to fight them all the way because they didn't want my message to get out. And now there's only a handful of us left, like G. Edward Griffith and myself, Dr. Stan Monteith, and a few others, and everybody else is dead. And so that's why I keep on doing these, because
out there covering the Bilderberg Group.
Well, that's true. Jim, I don't know. I was the financial editor along with G. Gordon Tether for the Spotlight when it began in 1972, and Jim was around there then, and he's done wonderful work covering the Bilderberger meetings, among other things. And I'm sorry I've never met him, but he's done great work, and now that's called the American Free Press.
Yeah. Right, and speaking about waking people up, this year's Bilderberg conference is in Switzerland, and each year more and more people know about the Bilderberg. So, can they expect a huge crowd this year?
Well, it's hard to tell, but you know, the attendees are what's important, and try to get as much information as you can. Switzerland's not a hard nut to crack because they always got their hand out, like most other groups of people. And I lived in Switzerland for 3 years, and I graduated from the interpreter school in French, which is an 8-year course. I finished it in 2.5 years. And that was in Geneva. But I also lived in Zurich as well. So, and I speak German too. And so I have a pretty good idea of how the Swiss think. So I think that they're going to be able to, as they have in the past, Danny Eslin and Tucker in particular, are going to be able to penetrate and find out what they're up to.
Right. Now, going back in this past weekend, George Soros basically had his Bretton Woods II or One World Government Conference, or whatever you want to call it, and such fine attendees and speakers as Nancy Pelosi and Larry Summers, among others. So these are great patriots, aren't they?
Yeah, they are in devotion to the synagogue of Satan, if you may, and these people represent the Luciferian concept of what should go on in the world, and they know that, and they know we know it, and that's what Illuminism is all about. And I haven't looked at the tapes yet. I got them today, 2 of them at least, and I don't have a full rundown of actually what went on, but the indications are not very much went on, at least not publicly. And that is a unusual location. They've extended that hotel over the last 50 years, and when I was a boy, I lived outside Boston, and we had a camp on Great East Lake, which is not too far from there, and each summer we'd climb Mount Washington. Well, it's not like the mountains in Switzerland, but anyway, I know the area well. In fact, the last time I climbed it, I got to the top, to the hotel, and it started snowing like the middle of winter. I couldn't believe it. I think I was probably around 11, 12 years old. And I'll never forget that. And they took us into the hotel